Hear too much. Um, so last night I was attacked by a succubus, I guess you would call it, but it was a female, and it was demented. So, I'm on semen retention, and I know that I'm doing the right thing because of my energy. My energy is my energy and my drive. So last night I'm laying down. I fall back right here on the couch. I don't lay down to go to sleep. I just lay down just to lay down. I am tired, but as soon as the moment that I dozed off, this thing was on me, and she was on top of me. Okay, and I felt this sensation. I felt this sensation down below, like as if I was skiing or whatever, coming or whatever. But it was very overwhelming. Okay, I felt that I skied it. I felt that I had done it because I felt the sensation of it. But then what caught my attention is the feeling kept going, and it was getting stronger and it more intensified. And I'm like, whoa! And it kept going and going and going. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So I realized that this woman is on me, and she's kissing all over me. She's kissing all over my mouth. She's kissing all over my neck. And she's ugly. It's ugly. Whatever it is, it's ugly. It's black. It's black. It's black. And it's ugly. And I realized how ugly. And I said to myself, she's so ugly. Why does this shit feel so good? Right? I actually said that to myself, like, and it was pleasing. Like, it was pleasing. Just kissing all on my neck, kissing all on my mouth, all around here. And the more that she did it, the more that the more it felt like my down there was coming. Okay, so the more she did it, the more of an orgasm feeling I was having, like ecstasy. I was in a state of like ecstasy, like overwhelming passion. You feel me? And bruh, when I came and I was slowly waking up. It's not like I was just staying there chilling, enjoying it. I felt all of these feelings, but as soon as I could break and get this off me, I broke and I jumped on the floor and started praying. You see what I'm saying? As soon as I got her off of me, I jumped on the floor and I started praying. I said, Father, whatever, I rebuke it. I banish it, rebuke it. Any contracts that I may have made with this thing, any connections I may have made, I rebuke it, I banish it. Please protect me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give this thing nothing over me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. I don't want that. I don't need that. None of that. Yeah, and that's how my morning started off. That happened. That really happened. And it's crazy, but because a lot of people who's on semen retention, they deal with that. They have wet dreams, and they deal with succubus. They deal with that. A lot of people. There's a lot of people in the truth. There's a lot of people in the truth who are trying to turn their lives around for the better, who become victims and deal with this type of stuff. I remember I had a friend named Ronnie. Yo, this dude came to my house one day. He was scared. He told me, he was like, yo, you never believe it. He said, I woke up this morning and there was this, he said, I felt I was getting some head. He said, I woke up like, oh, I'm getting head. You know what I mean? And he said, and it was feeling good. He said, I was barely up. I was half asleep, half up. He said, but I was feeling it and it was feeling good and I was liking it. He said, but then the more that I woke up, I came to the realization, like, who the hell's on me? You know what I'm saying? He said, I jumped up and nobody was there. He said he jumped up and nobody was there. But he said she was kissing on his neck too. Like making love to him. He said it was kissing on his neck, kissing all up around him. He said he was liking it, smiling. It went down, started giving him head. He said he was loving it, enjoying it. But then when he really came to, he said, yo, who the hell is that? And back then, we weren't on YouTube and stuff like that. This was, you know what I'm saying? I'm like 20. There was no YouTube. You feel me? We didn't know about these stories. We didn't know about these things. We didn't know about incubus, succubus. We did not know. He just told me this story and I'm like, wow. I never heard nothing like that before. You know what I mean? He never did neither. He just knows that he experienced it. But then at that time, he was experiencing a lot of stuff in his room. You know what I'm saying? he was like, yo, around that time, he was like, yo, my radio would just shut on and just do shit. He said, so I started talking to it. He said, I told it, if there's something in this room, because you can switch it on tape, radio, or CD. He said, switch the radio to CD. And the radio went and switched to CD. He said, turn it to radio. And it went on radio. He ran out of that house and came to my crib. He ran out of there and came to my house. Told me what just happened. That's Ronnie. Ain't that wild? That's wild. So we've been had some tough stuff going on. I hung with him every night. And to be honest with you, I think that he took a demon home from my crib, home to his house. Because we hung out every night and I would walk him home every night. And so anyway, that happened. Succubus last night, ugly. I actually said, yo, she's ugly. Because she was ugly. I remember it being black and ugly. You hear me? Black and ugly. It was a female. She was black and ugly. And I said, this thing is ugly, but this shit feels so good. I actually said, why do I keep coming? Since when do you just orgasm this long? Oh, and another thing, the orgasm, it wasn't on my penis area. It was, I felt that something had my penis, put it that way. I felt that something had my penis. There was something going on with my penis. But I felt energy being drawn out from here. See what I'm saying? The release, it's like the release wasn't coming from my penis. The release was coming from my stomach. The release was being drawn out of my stomach, my solar plexus area. That's where I felt the release, I felt energy driving coming from my solar plexus, my energy. It was coming out. The release was coming from my stomach, my core. I felt it leaving. And that's when I woke up like, oh. Yeah, y'all. It's a real spiritual war. It's a real war, y'all. Really, really real war. All right? So stay prayed up. Peace.